She's an investigative author, a public intellectual, known for pretty critical takes on U.S. and global politics, power structures.
Civil rights, foreign policy, yeah. Her writings get referenced quite a bit by academics, activists, people looking for, depth beyond headlines.
Definitely. So we've got excerpts from one of her essays and also a transcript from her YouTube channel, Vision of a Global Village.
And our mission here, just to be clear, is to explore the case she makes about a particular political figure. We want to understand the arguments, the claims she's presenting.
But not necessarily endorse them, just grasp the perspective she's offering.
Exactly. So where does she focus?
Well, she really zeroes in on Zoran Mamdani. He's a 33-year-old Muslim politician.
Okay.
And Amatola sees his potential victory in the New York mayoral race as critical, not just for New York, she says, but really for the whole country.
Wow. Okay. High stakes. Why? Who does she say is worried about this?
She asserts that billionaires, extremely powerful Zionist elites, and Republican Party leaders are, in her words, alarmed and up in arms against him.
Okay, and we should probably clarify what Amatola seems to mean by Zionist elites here.
Right.
Based on her writing, she appears to be referring specifically to certain pro-Israel lobbying groups and their influence, which she sees as consolidated and potentially detrimental to broader public interest. It's about political power structures in her view, not a broader religious or ethnic group itself. That distinction seems pretty central to her argument.
Yes, exactly. And she even notes that Israeli newspapers, like Haaretz apparently, are expressing what she calls paranoia about Mamdani.
Paranoia. So how does she describe these opposing forces more generally?
She labels them powerful, predatory forces in the country.
Predatory forces, strong language.
Very. And she argues they've basically brought the country to this stage. She alleges they've turned many politicians into puppets and are actively sabotaging the interest and welfare of the people.
So, in her narrative, these forces are actively undermining democracy for their own gain.
That's the core of her claim, yeah.
Which brings us back to Mamdani. Why is he specifically such a threat in Amatola's eyes?
Well, she says these groups are super paranoid about him, and the reason is simple. He cannot be bought.
Cannot be bought.
Right. He cannot be turned into a puppet. That's her assertion. She points out he won't accept special interest money, pro-Israeli money, AI PAC money, billionaires money, corporation money, all of it.
So this idea of being unbuyable, as she puts it, is key. She's suggesting that his political independence itself is the threat.
Precisely. A threat to these power structures that, in her analysis, depend heavily on financial influence to operate.
And does she connect this to specific policies?
Absolutely. She highlights his very open declaration that he will tax the billionaires and the big corporations.